I'm looking through this video, Magic and Makeup, and right around, where is it at exactly? Right around 3 minutes or so, 2.5, there's a photo of you cuddled up with Lil Wayne. Number one, why did you decide to include that photo in the music video?
Well, it was not my decision. I didn't even see that in there. I didn't give my approval for that at all. So that's why I'm sitting here smirking if you could see me, because I already knew what I was going to get, with it being in there. I honestly, even like the photo of, the girls, I didn't approve of that either. Like, but my next video will be a lot better. So, yeah, I didn't approve of that. So,
You didn't approve of that.
no.
Are you upset that that's in there?
Uh, I'm not upset, but I would prefer that it wasn't in there, to be honest.
Okay. So what's the story with that? Because that photo was taken around 2007.
Oh gosh. It was years ago. Yeah, it was a while ago.
Okay. So what's the story with that?
I mean, there's not a really big story. We dated for a few months, and I wasn't about that life. So I had to dismiss myself like the lady that I am.
What is the Lil Wayne life? Explain it to me.
I mean, he's a rock star. He's a rock star to the fullest. He's a black rock star, so he parties like a rock star.
Okay. How did you two initially meet?
Uh, wow, we met way many years before I even met him. My old assistant actually was part-time assisting Baby, and I went up to a video one day to see her, and then I met him, and he was at that time, I think he was dating Nivea, and she was really sweet too. But yeah, so it was years ago, just through business.
You guys met. You guys started dating, and I mean, a couple months. I mean, that's not just a fling. I mean, that sounds like kind of a relationship.
Yeah, no, we were together. We were a couple for. I mean, it was the shortest relationship that I've been in, but yeah, we were together.
Okay. What ultimately caused you guys to break up?
He cheated. He was a cheater. That was what ultimately caused me to leave the situation. He cheated.
You guys were supposed to be exclusive, though.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I was. I mean, from the first day we started hanging out, he wouldn't let me go. Like, I was with him like every day for like 3 months. So I wasn't really doing, what I was doing. I was supporting him. So I never, been in that type of situation. So yeah, my feelings were hurt when he cheated. And, especially when I'm not, talking to him. I changed my phone number. I didn't talk to anybody. So yeah, that was a little slap in the face. Kind of hurt a little bit. I lived though.
I mean, how did you catch him cheating?
Oh, well, like I said, we had a condo in Miami, and the one time that I did actually have to fly back home to take care of some business, I flew back in the next day, and there was a little gift bag in the bathroom full of like this baby stuff, and this letter from this young lady who he's been telling that he wants to have babies with and marry. So it wasn't like he was just sleeping with her. He was like leading her on, like, to possibly have a future, So at that point I was done. I wrote him a letter of my own and caught a flight back home.
So you guys were actually living together?
Well, he had the place in Miami, and I had my place in LA, and he was on tour most of the time. That was during that time he was on tour with like Jeezy and Jay-Z. It was like that big tour. So I didn't want to stay in the condo prior to that he had, because he had too much stuff going on in there. I didn't feel safe, so he got another one that no one had like been in, and so we weren't like living together though.
Okay, but you were staying out with him because you were in Miami a lot.
Right, exactly.
Okay. So did he actually bring another girl to the house while
Oh,
you were
no,
gone?
no, no, he's not crazy. No.
But you just found a letter that he had like basically just brought home.
Yeah, I found the letter. I mean, I knew he had been like, you know, doing stuff. It was like I said, it was just too much too. Like I don't want to get into too much detail about, but I mean, like I said, he lives a life and the timing, like he doesn't sleep. He's just a different person. I've never met anybody like him still to this day, how he moves. So you have to be ready for that if that's what you want. And you know, I thought I was, but like I said, I'm not going to do all that and then you're not faithful, so it doesn't make sense. I'd rather be single.
I mean, was there a big blowout at the end?
There was no blowout. Like I said, I wrote him a letter telling him how my feelings were hurt and how he's never going to find a girl like me before. And I left. And, you know, not too long ago, he called me again, like, you know, hey, no, well, not recently, but back in the days, you know, like, you're right. You're a good girl, and I messed up, you know. I'm like, okay, well, that's the story of my life. It's not like I haven't heard that before.
Me, like I don't gang bang. You know, I'm not into the gang things as far as you know, having problems. Oh, we don't rock with them. You know, so whoever is paying me for my services, I'm a execute. You know, I'm gonna do what you want me to do. You know.
The pussy was good.
The pussy was good.
Yes. As my mama said, the boy got his first piece and lost his damn mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that was your first time you
That
had
was
sex?
my first time, and her first time, yeah.